Hello and welcome to the Paranormal Sideshow. I'm your host, John Edwards, and joined as always by my lovely wife, Stacey.
Hello.
Hello.
My hello is so subdued after you come in with that big intro.
So how's it feel being back?
I mean, I'm enjoying it.
How does it feel being 30?
I mean, I've been 30 a couple times, so yeah, it's great.
No, you've been 29 a couple of times. This is the first time for 30.
Oh, I like it.
Well, good. Mm-hmm. Can't tell a difference at all.
No.
Yeah, it still seems the same old you, which is a good thing.
Yes.
It's not a bad thing. Same old you is exactly the you I wanted to see today.
Exactly.
So it's a good thing. Good birthday week. October magic's in the air.
Love it. Love October.
Yeah, man. October spell, October fun, October everything. Just October surprise, which is normally a bad thing in election years. But, so excited that we got so much fun coming up. Got Halloween. There's weird decorations all over the house and just all the fun stuff. And you know what one of the coolest, creepiest things is?
What's that?
So we're not at Scarefest this year.
Right.
That's not cool.
Right.
But we're totally going to be there next year. It's like a goal for me. Is next year have ourselves in order, the way we want us in order. We got the show firing on all cylinders. Other projects we got going on makes us feel, because me and Stacey's weird. Like if we don't have a new book or we don't have a new video or something like that, we're kind of like, we don't do conventions unless there's something to share.
Right, right.
It's really strange, but I'm sure it would, like some people go on the same thing for like 20 years. It's like, like we've always made fun of Walker number 72.
Right.
Right. It's like, I was standing Walker number 4. Yeah, it was episode, what was in the 7th season. And I didn't actually get used, but I had full makeup.
I like it when they describe themselves by like their prop. They're like, I was bicycle walker, with the bike cutting me in half or, It's like, that's how you tell which one they were.
Like the only cool thing like that I've ever heard was David Fultz, who was a extra in The Dark Knight. Like that one was cool to me. Like he was on the street in The Dark Knight.
Right.
And you could pause, said scene exactly here and you go, oh, it's like, okay, all right. That's it's one of my favorite movies of all time. That's cool. But, normally not. So, but with Scarefest, the building itself that it's held at, good old Rupp Arena, is roughly about 5 miles from us. And maybe even shorter as the crow flies. But I mean, we are very close to the building. And, yeah, boy, howdy. So do you know what got carted in there today?
I do know. I was wondering if you knew.
Of course I knew.
What's just that close to us right this minute?
Are
you going to tell them?
You going to tell them?
It is Annabelle, the original.
I didn't want to say the word.
Real doll.
Yeah.
She's there.
Yeah, they did you see them taking it in with the priest?
I did not actually see that. No.
Yeah.
I just know it's there.
Well, it's on our Paranormal Sideshow Facebook.
Oh, okay. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. Here's the funny thing. So I was going to take you as part of your birthday. Just to go hang out, have fun. We've done that before.
Right.
Just, hey, this will be fun. We'll just go, I was going to do 2 days and just go have fun and hang out with Wes and Anita and stuff. And then I seen that. And then I said, hell no.
Not even in the same room.
Look, every damn time. Every time ever with me. Think about it. Remember the Divock box? What happened?
Right.
Yeah. Remember that the damn sword smuggled out of Japan? That was actually one of the Mazimoto, like the one that this is made with real bones and cursed.
Okay. I would like to point out though, this is not all the relics' fault. This is the situation where somebody's like, "Hey, John, don't touch the insert haunted cursed item here," and you're like, "Okay," and then you touch it.
No, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think you're wrong. And I think that I did touch all those.
Did you touch the Dybbuk box?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Did you touch the sword after everybody's like, don't touch the sword?
Yeah, and they said don't touch the Dybbuk box, and I opened the Dybbuk box.
Yeah, so,
I actually opened it and challenged it.
Yeah. I was not in the room, obviously, because I wouldn't have let you do that.
Do you know what's really crazy about that night? I barely have any memories of that night. And we had a film crew there, a hired film crew from the film place, from the production company.
Right.
We were filming our pilot, and for whatever channel it was going to be on, right? And but we had our people there that had flown in from LA to do that. And incredible location, all this stuff. And we had secured, Divic box there with our friends, Corey and Jen. And they said, hey, don't touch this. It's a prop. Don't touch it. And I did, I did. I did. I challenged it. And here's what I don't remember. Okay. I do remember having a fight with our production, and we love Benita. Love her. And I remember it wasn't really a fight, but it was a fight. And it was like really strange. Like everything was really weird. There was a lot of aggression. There was a lot of things that wouldn't have happened, and it happened like instantly, right? When I was around that damn thing. And then I remember a basement. Okay. I remember things happening that shouldn't have happened.
Right.
And then I went dark. I'm being honest with you. I went dark. I remember. Oh my God.
What?
So you're gonna have to check the tape here, and I hate to do this because like it's recording right now, and you can edit this out. It's fine. There was the slowest, whitest orb over your fucking head just now. Like I just watched it go from right to left over your head.
That's weird.
And it's one of the creepiest things ever. It was so ethereal. Like it wasn't we're in a closed room here.
Right.
It wasn't a light. It wasn't anything like that. It was an orb.
Well, I thought I heard a sound anyway, so I was gonna.
It was at the exact same.
I was already gonna look.
It was at the same time that I thought I heard like a feminine type sound.
It was like a or something. Yeah.
Same exact time I heard that. And oh my God. There was EVPs last week on last week's show that I
You sent me one. That I missed, I guess.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I don't.
And I was talking about something that answered it.
Yeah, I don't closely edit what we say. I basically
I was talking about something and it answered it. I'm trying to change the subject here. Oh, no, I gotta finish the story. So I went dark and I didn't remember what happened. I do know that my back, like I got stabbed or like spiritually or something.
Right. Yeah, you were down. You were down and out. You had to be carried out, pretty much. Not by me. I couldn't have done that.
But I wasn't I? I was carried out of the building.
Yeah, and put in the car, and we just went. We left. Because we couldn't stay after a while. We had to go.
Incredible location. Incredible stuff to work with.
We ended up not being able to use any of it, I don't think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just... So it's me.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure if we went to Scarefest, you would find some way to touch the doll, even though you're not supposed to.
I know. No, everybody who listens is like, no, there's no way he'll be able to touch it.
Yeah, but it would happen.
But there would be something happen.
It would be like a Final Destination thing where, like the water drips and then the cord moves and then something happens and then it opens and then it falls on you or something.
There would be something happen because there always is. There always is. If we think we're not going to have to investigate, there's always something happen where it ends up being, well, John and Stacey's here. Would you guys like to lead it? Don't matter where we're at.
Right.
It's always happening. A lot of times people don't even realize they're going to do it. And then they pull us in and it's always that, well, there's that one room that we do believe has a dark entity in it.
Right. John should be able to go in there. Yeah, that'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be good. So, yeah, man, I'll tell you what, man, I'm really freaked out about what I saw just now.
Oh, I mean, did it seem ominous or something? I mean, I don't feel anything weird.
So, it didn't seem ominous except for the fact that there was an ethereal being go across your freaking head.
Well, this is the room where we hear all the weird noises at night.
Oh, I know.
When we're in the bedroom, and then all of a sudden we'll just like hear it.
It's knocked stuff off the wall. I mean, that's happened all over our house, though.
We hear the bangings and stuff.
When the house doesn't like us to put new things up. And so they knock it off the wall usually once or twice until they get used to it.
Well, then sometimes weird stuff happens when we talk about certain things, sort of like on our trip the other day. We were talking about the weird stuff.
Should we talk about that?
I don't know.
Should we talk about that? I don't know. That one sounds like that's the kind of stuff they lock you up for.
It does sound weird. Well, I mean, we're not saying anything bad. We're just saying we noticed something weird.
Okay, I'm saying something, Okay, so we can talk about the cloud.
Okay, yeah.
So it was a perfectly blue sky. And we were traveling to another state. We do that. And it was going to be about a 4.5 hour trip. And we do that too often. We listen to a lot of books. Dungeon Crawler Carl. You guys need to check that out.
Love Dungeon Crawler Carl.
It's the best.
It's amazing.
So anyway, we're going down the road and it already felt kind of strange, man. It just does that sometimes. And blue sky, completely blue sky. Beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. And then all of a sudden we start seeing one appear. We didn't talk about it. Book's still playing. We didn't discuss this. Some of our best stuff is like this, including the first thing. We're just both obviously looking at it. And it's doing kind of like the little shape thing, like where it's this and then that and then this. And not as pronounced as some of those weird videos where the cloud moves shapes, but it was moving around. It was more in a swirl, smoke, Death Eater kind of thing.
Right.
But it was white. And it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then all of a sudden there was a cloud. And we watched the damn thing. But I'm talking about something that should have took longer than, 20 seconds. We watched happen in 20 seconds. And I paused the thing and I was like, Stacey. And you're like, no, I'm looking at it. I seen it. You're like, the cloud?
Well, because, I mean, how could I miss it? The whole sky was blue, just blue, no clouds.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, just there it was.
Yeah, there it just appearing. Hey, science, folks. Look at science.
Oh, and then it disappeared.
Yeah, that's the thing. So as we're talking about it, then the damn thing just starts moving and gyrating again as we're saying that's not possible. And it disappears completely. Blue sky again. And we're a little dumbfounded at that point. We have a lot of years of experience of looking at skies. I've never seen that before.
It was weird.
So then we're traveling down the Lonesome Road. So we're going down the road still, and it really is kind of desolate at this point. We're getting ready to go over a mountain chain. And way behind me, I notice a vehicle. And I being me being I, had a certain feeling about this vehicle that I shared with Stacey. And I was like, Stacey, this vehicle behind us, I feel is nefarious. I think they're doing something that, like, with a lot of cameras, a lot of, like, computers, and not like Google Earth mapping. I'm talking
this is not anything
like some kind of, like, thermals and things like that. And it was way far back still at the time. I was like, and I even told her, I said, you could turn around and look at this thing. Well, as I'm saying that, the damn truck flashes its lights at me. But not like there's no oncoming traffic on the road we're on. There is another lane to this interstate, but it is too far away. It's down lower. You can't see cars on the other
there's
side.
No oncoming traffic.
Right, there's no oncoming traffic. And there's nobody in front of us at the time.
Right, and there's nobody between us.
Nobody between us. Just us, half a mile, and then this other vehicle.
That we're loudly and expressively talking about and using very descriptive words.
Yeah, things I'm not saying on here because, again, they show up in coats and say that we need to take a vacation when you talk about things like like I was telling Stacey.
Just picture black SUV.
It was, yeah.
Sensors on this roof.
Well, I was going to get to that.
Yeah.
So it flashes its lights at me, which really freaked me out. All of a sudden, I light up. And anybody who's ever been with me in an investigation, and I have the thing I've said for 30 years. I'm lit up, bro. I'm lit up. You've heard it how many times?
Right.
So it's my tail, and my tail is I'm all of a sudden electrified.
Yeah, it usually goes with the arm raise where your hair on your arm is standing straight up everywhere.
It's not just goose pimples with me, guys.
Right.
there's a reason I shave my head. Because otherwise I would look like Einstein when this happens. Let's just say places I still have hair all feel electric when this happens. Not in a good way. And so I was like, oh my God. So Stacey being, let's buy the African mask.
Stacey's never going to live that down.
Stacey goes, well, why don't we slow down and wait on him? And I'm like, well, I mean, we could. I think it'll be kind of obvious if I do that.
They were driving exactly the speed limit.
But I'll do it because they were being very careful to not exceed the speed limit. So I go down 20 miles an hour slower.
Wait, I have to say, this is funny because you were like, I can't go any slower, and you were still 5 miles over the speed limit. And you were like trying to slow down so they could catch up. And you were like, I can't go any slower than this, but you still weren't at the speed limit. Like it was really difficult for you to get down
Thanks
there.
for selling me out for all the law enforcement that listens to the show.
It was like you were really trying so hard.
So people talk about that travel with me. It's so funny when I have people from work.
Right.
They're always like, dude, you're going 100 miles an hour. The funniest thing was one of the guys when I was in North Carolina. He said I drove like I was on Twilight.
I just got so ticked because I couldn't say anything because you were like, I'm going as slow as I can go. I can't go any slower.
Well, I literally went from 90 down to,
You probably felt like you were crawling, but they weren't going to catch up because you were still going faster than speed. Like you really had to slow down.
Yeah, no, I went down to 70 or whatever. And so I went ahead and slowed down. And here comes these guys, right? And when they pass us on my side because I'm over on the right lane. They're driving dead center and at that point, and the passenger has a phone or camera up in front of themselves, filming in front of them. There is cameras on every side of this thing. There is devices and readers all over this thing, but not in a conspicuous way. This was all kind of like, if you weren't paying attention, it was all very hidden. This was completely black, nondescript. We could not even make out the license plate. We got the license plate, but we couldn't make it out like state-wise. It was so weird. And
yeah, I mean, I just took some pictures, and so they were still a little blurry.
It was nothing very obvious at all, and they didn't look right. They just looked weird. So I go around back of them and come around the other side. At that point, it's kind of like,
it's pretty obvious what we're doing. I mean,
it's
you
kind of
tell.
like FUGGIT, right? At that point, it's foggy. So we're coming up on the other side of them. They're thinking they're getting rolled, I'm sure. And so I'm not looking over, and all of a sudden Stacey squeals, and she's like, "Oh, they looked over." And so
I was looking out my window, but I wasn't looking directly to the side. Like I was really like cool about it. Okay.
Yeah.
I was sort of looking off to the right a little bit. Like I was looking off that direction. I could see out this corner of my eye. And as soon as we pulled up, like kind of level with them, the driver did that thing where he snaps his head sideways and looks in our car. It was so creepy. Like he was just driving and he just like turned his head really fast. And I was like, It was weird.
And this was on your birthday.
Yeah, it was the day before.
Oh, was it the day
before
before
my birthday?
Okay.
Yes, but it was really crazy, and it's like you said, the sensors and stuff that were on the car. It's not like we've all seen Google Map cars, and we've all seen I've even seen pictures of SUVs they were using to map for self-driving cars, where they're doing like the testing, and it wasn't even like that.
No.
It wasn't like sensors at every corner. It was like this odd configuration, like only 3 sensors, and they were on these
weird
bars, and they were sticking out. It was really strange. And the guy that was filming in the front seat, he was actually filming and taking pictures that looked like of the sky.
Yeah,
but I'm not actually.
No,
I can't say that for
So
sure.
I can.
Okay.
This guy was totally filming the sky. Okay. This was right after, in the same spot, we just saw the cloud thing appear and disappear. And then it happened in succession.
Right.
We saw the cloud. Within 20 seconds, I spot the vehicle.
Right. We were talking about it.
Yeah.
They flash us.
Yeah, they flash us.
And then they go by and we have the weird exchange. And then we were like, okay, we're just going to go. So I don't know, maybe it was totally innocuous. Maybe they were scientists or something, but there was something weird about it.
There's always that chance, right? There's always the chance that it was purely mundane.
Right.
That doesn't make it not weird.
No, that's true. That's true.
It was still weird.
It was weird.
And because it's one of those things that just never happen again. Think about how much of my life I live on the road.
It was very strange. It was the light flashing that got it for me.
I mean, I'm always on the road. My whole life, I've been on the road. From when I was a teenager, I was on the road. One of my first jobs, when kids are still hanging out with friends, those things. I was driving for a job to upstate New York on my own to start a job without a map. Like I was,
back in the days.
Yeah, no
maps.
I just was like, oh, okay, Oswego, New York, sure. I just take 81 all the way.
We used to have these things called atlases, and we'd use them.
I had a thing called a brain, and I could read road signs, back in the day, and I would stop and ask people because I'm not that guy.
Right,
I don't care. But
anyway, a little weird thing that happened to us.
Yeah, very weird. Boy, that's some strange stuff all at once. Yeah. So, what a way to kick off the show.
I know.
That's weird. We're going to be boring when I started it off.
A little personal story.
Yeah. So, speaking of weird and strange places and things like that, I had a hankering and I made a little list and I was looking around here for, I was wondering because things change, weird places change, spots change.
They do.
So I was wondering, as of 2025, year of our Lord,
okay,
what is the weirdest states?
Okay.
And what's the top 10 weirdest, strangest, most bizarre mystery states?
Okay.
So I made a list. Do you want to hear it?
I want to hear your list of the weirdest states because, I know what we used to think was the weirdest state, so we'll see.
This is John and Stacey's top 10 weirdest states in America.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So can I start off with some honorable mentions?
Sure. So honorable mentions and then the 10?
Honorable mentions, then the 10. Honorable mentions because they almost made the list.
Okay.
And they didn't. Florida. I know. It should be on there.
It should.
So Florida's famous for things such as the skunk ape, haunted highways, weird news, capital of the world, Florida man. Texas.
Okay.
Our buddy, David there had some black-eyed kids, the Marfa Lights, the ghost towns all over the place. It's Texas. Maine.
Okay, Maine's definitely weird.
So I wanted to put it on the list, but, our former home, our love. And Maine has, everything from sea serpents to haunted lighthouses and those Lovecraftian vibes,
I feel it's more spooky than weird.
Yeah. It's romantically spooky.
Right.
In my opinion.
Right.
So with those weird ones out of the way, let's just get going.
Okay, you're going to start with number 10?
Number 10.
All right.
Alaska.
Okay.
The last frontier of the unknown.
Okay.
You want to know why it's weird?
Why is it weird?
The Alaska Triangle.
Oh, I didn't realize they had a triangle. I think I did know that, actually.
Wow. Stacey.
I think I did know that.
Yes, Stacey, you knew.
Okay.
Anchorage, Juneau, Barrow. I've seen thousands of unexplained disappearances. I am so disappointed at you right this second.
Sorry.
It's like the triangle. It's so funny because it reminds me of what our daughter told. She laughs about something. Like, we've played Skyrim for 15 years since it came out. And we love that game.
Right.
So we've played through it now probably 10 times.
Yeah, probably.
And when we play it, of course, we put it down for a while. We'll put it down for months, pick it back up. And when we play it, me and Stacey will be like, oh, this is new. They've added this. This wasn't in here before.
We've never done this quest before. This is amazing.
And what's so funny for our 18-year-old is that her whole life, think about that, her whole life that she has memories of, she has played that game.
Or watched us play.
Watched us play that game.
Yeah.
So she laughs her ass off now. And I didn't know this was a joke with her until the other day we were playing it. And one of us said something about being new. She just starts laughing. And she's like, yeah. Yeah, it's just, I'm like, what's so funny, Ari? What's so funny? And she's like, nothing. I'm no, what's so funny? She's like, well, it's just that all these years and you guys are always, you guys just don't have the best memory.
I'm pretty sure we've said that about the same things over and over.
That's okay. We have a lot we have to keep up with.
At least she's amused by it.
So Alaska. Native legends speak of Kushtaka, the otter-like shapeshifters that lure people to icy doom. Yeah, they're otters, dude.
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that. Otters are adorable. I would totally follow an otter.
Well, we'll have to go try that out sometime.
I would be gone.
Of course, there's frequent UFO sightings, magnetic anomalies, and missing planes that have earned its comparison to Bermuda.
Mm-hmm. I do know that triangle.
Mm-hmm. In Alaska, the dark doesn't just hide things, it swallows them. Good stuff. Number 9.
Okay.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Very weird state.
The haunted heartland. Why it's weird? Eastern State Penitentiary and Gettysburg Battlefield. That's among the most haunted sites in the United States. Mm-hmm. They both reside there. Amish folklore hides tales of hexes, witchcraft, and powwow magic.
Wow.
Kecksburg UFO crash, my favorite UFO crash, 1965, Pennsylvania's own Roswell. Mm-hmm. And it's like the state itself runs on ghost stories and cold fog.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, good stuff, man. Mm-hmm. Number 8, Kentucky.
Oh, we made the list.
We did. The bluegrass anomalies. You want to know what's weird?
Sure. Why is it weird?
Number 1, John and Stacey.
Yes, we make it weird just by being here.
Ever since we moved here, we've been trying to get away. Plus the Hopkinsville Goblins, 1955. Small alien-like creatures besieged a farmhouse all night long. Mm-hmm. Boy, that was a redneck story. Just shooting out the damn.
Absolutely.
Mammoth Cave, the world's largest cave system, with its share of spirits and disappearances. There's a region called Hell's Half Acre, and the Kentucky Anomaly is a gravity-defying hill. You gotta love those. I love those mystery spots. Mm-hmm. And between cryptids, UFOs, and cave mysteries, Kentucky's got deep, dark weirdness running beneath its soil.
Yes, it does. I agree with that.
Number 7, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
The witch state. Which state? Massachusetts.
Funny.
Why it's weird? Mm-hmm. Salem. Home of the infamous 1692 witch trials where paranoia and the supernatural fuse forever. And that place is just haunted because of freaking hippies at this point. Everybody and their brothers come there and done some kind of hex.
Let me tell you, if you're ever in Salem, do the Witch Trials Museum or the Witch Museum.
Yeah.
Where they sit you in the room and like tell you the story of how they tortured those people. It's awful, but and like mesmerizing at the same time. It's very strange.
Yeah, they got some great shops there too. The Bridgewater Triangle. Ever heard of that? A zone of UFOs, cryptids, ghosts, and cold activity in southeastern Massachusetts. The Hoosick Tunnel, nicknamed the Bloody Pit, one of the most haunted places in America. Old magic runs deep in the state. The ghosts of the Puritans never left. Bastards. Number 6, Arizona.
Okay.
The Vortex and Alien Highway. Why it's weird? Sedona's energy vortexes, my God. Don't even cut it.
Okay.
Sedona's energy vortices draw mystics, psychics, and interdimensional tourists. The Phoenix Lights, 1997, remain one of the most credible UFO mass sightings ever recorded. Petroglyphs showing star beams and strange ancient visitors are all over the canyons. Combine desert portals and government silence, and you've got the Southwest's strangest sandbox of weird.
Desert's just weird anyway.
It is weird, man.
Just weird.
It's just weird. Number 5, good old Louisiana.
Ah, yes, absolutely. Voodoo and swamps and everything.
Haunted and hexed. Why it's weird? It's the birthplace of voodoo. New Orleans cemetery, swamp witchcraft, and ghost legends oozing atmosphere in that place. Myrtle's Plantation is called one of the most haunted homes in America. Swamp monsters like the Rougarou, which is a Cajun werewolf, roams the bayous. And there's just something deliciously cursed about Louisiana. It's humid, gothic energy. There's nothing romantic about that humidity, though. Oh, I hate that humidity.
Humidity's awful.
Yeah. Number 4, Washington.
Okay.
The land of Bigfoot.
Yep.
You want to know why it's weird? I just told you.
Yep, land of Bigfoot.
The Pacific Northwest is the epicenter of Bigfoot sightings, with thousands reported in the forest around Mount St. Helens and the Olympic Peninsula, except for the ones that were on Mount St. Helens when it blew. They're currently in Pennsylvania. Mount Rainier was where the term flying saucer was first coined in 1947. Good old Kenny Arnold. UFOs, sea serpents, haunted lighthouses, and mysterious vanishings make the mossy wonderland a paranormal buffet.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, don't they?
A little bit of everything.
All right.
Number 3, Nevada.
Nevada.
The conspiracy playground. Why it's weird? Area 51.
Of course.
Granddaddy of UFO secrecy lies hidden in that Nevada desert. The extraterrestrial highway, Route 375, a magnet for sky watchers and believers. Haunted casinos and old mining towns like Goldfield keep ghost hunters busy. And you've got desert portals, secret bunkers, and probably more aliens than Elvis impersonators, honestly, at this point.
Yes.
Number 2, West Virginia.
Ah.
It's the Cryptid Central. Why it's weird? Mothman.
Yep.
Mothman sightings in Point Pleasant, 1966-67, remain one of the most famous cryptic stories in U.S. history and one of the coolest festivals you'll ever go to. Go out to Point Pleasant once a year, guys. It's a lot of fun. Flatwoods Monster, another one of my favorites. Glowing metallic alien entity seen in 1952. Endless tales of coal mine ghosts, underground lights, Appalachian witchcraft. So much in those hills. The hills are just freaking creepy and wrong, and unless you're from there. I'm safe there, but you're probably not. It's where small towns, thick forests, and ancient superstitions collide. Weirdness just breeds there, and unfortunately, they keep breeding. Number 1, New Mexico.
Oh, not what I thought you were going to say.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you think I was going to say?
I can't believe Michigan did not make the list.
I know.
I'm surprised.
I know.
All right. Anyway.
I know. How did Michigan not make the list?
I don't know. Anyway. New Mexico.
The UFO capital. Why it's weird. Homer Roswell, 1947 crash that launched the modern UFO lore. Dulce, base. Good old Dulce. Conspiracy claims. There's an underground alien human facility under the Archuleta Mesa. The state's desert skies are filled with UAP sightings, weird lights, military test denials. And the Taos Hum. Mysterious low-frequency vibration heard by locals, and New Mexico is basically America's alien embassy. But yeah, you're right, dude. I mean, Michigan, we've talked about for years. Michigan's just weird.
It is. They have a triangle, too.
Yeah, well, they do. Absolutely. It's just strange, though, that now that you say that, it makes me feel really strange.
That's okay. We can just add it as another honorable mention.
Well, I mean, it's very honorable.
I mean, it's not... Yeah, those other places are pretty weird.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's a tight race.
I have another list.
Okay.
This one just is involving how strange, and I put a lot of thought into this lately about the internet. And, we talk about tulpas, how you put enough energy into something, it can create it, right? Hat Man and such things.
Right.
I just feel that we, as a people, have put so much energy and emotion into AI, into the internet, into the computer systems, and we keep creating these supercomputers and allowing them to control all this stuff. I just think that there is, we've heard about the dangers for years.
Right.
But I don't think we even have any idea the dangers that's coming.
Okay.
And some of the, ever since there's been an internet, there's been weird stuff happen on the internet.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's, not in any particular order.
Okay.
But 5 unexplained internet mysteries.
Okay.
Number 1, Cicada 3301, the Internet's secret society.
Okay.
The mystery, in 2012, a cryptic message appeared on an anonymous message board with a simple message. We are looking for highly intelligent individuals. It led to a global puzzle involving hidden codes, stenography, cryptography, music files, and even physical posters placed in cities around the world. Despite several waves of puzzles, 2012, 13, and 14, no one knows who's behind Cicada 3301. Theories range from hacker groups and intelligence agencies to secret societies, or even an AI recruiting its human helpers.
That's really strange. Doesn't say if anybody ever solved all of it, or...
And that's why it's on the unexplained list.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Number 2,
Weird.
WebDriver Torso, the YouTube enigma, the mystery. Around 2013, a YouTube channel named WebDriver Torso began uploading thousands of strange 11-second videos, even showing random red and blue rectangles with high-pitched beeps. For years, theories flew: CIA communications, alien code, art project, or digital ghost. Eventually, Google claimed it was just an internal testing account for video quality. But believers say the timing, volume, and odd precision still does not add up.
That's very weird. I hadn't heard of that one.
Yeah, very weird. Number 3, Markovian Parallax Denigrate, the original internet mystery. In 1996, strange Usenet posts flooded the early web. Long streams of garbled words that seemed like encrypted messages. Man, I miss 1996 internet. Titles included Markovian Parallax Denigrate. Why it's unexplained to this day? Nobody has decoded them. Some thinks it's an early bot experiment. Others say it was a linguistic AI test decades before its time. The original poster's identity remains unknown. The digital equivalent of a haunting with no ghost.
Wow, that's creepy.
Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, A858, the Reddit cryptic code. The mystery, a Reddit account user A858DE45F56D9B-C9 began posting endless streams of indecipherable hexadecimal codes starting in 2011. No one could translate them, and replies to the account often got instant responses, as if someone or something was watching. After years of decoding attempts, the subreddit went private without explanation. Later, the moderator briefly reopened it and posted, "The mystery is solved. The purpose of the experiment has been fulfilled." Then it vanished again. No one ever learned what the experiment was.
So you're trying to think about what those numbers, like even the username could mean something, you know?
Oh, yeah. Number 5, Sad Satan, the dark web game. A YouTube channel called Obscure Horror Corner claimed to have found a strange game on the dark web titled Sad Satan. A footage showed eerie hallways, reverse speech, demonic whispers, and disturbing imagery. The game's alleged download links either led to harmless clones or corrupted malware-riddled files. The original source was never found, and no verifiable copy of the real game has ever surfaced. Some say it was a deep web psychological experiment, and others think it was cursed digital art.
Sounds like somebody was trying too hard.
I got you a bonus, too.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
The Mysterious Grinning Man live streams. Occasionally unknown channels appear on YouTube or Twitch broadcasting eerie smiley faces, cryptic numbers, or silent looping images, often vanishing within hours. No origin, no trace, no explanation. Digital ghost or something testing our reactions.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Do you watch it and then die 7 days later kind of thing?
I mean, hopefully not, but
I hope not.
yeah.
Oh, stuff like that creeps me out because, you know, I don't know enough about, like, I'm not a hacker, so I don't know enough about how that stuff works for it to be understandable for me.
You love codes and cryptograms.
I do love puzzles and codes and stuff. So,
I mean, seems right down your alley, honestly.
It does.
Well, you know what else is down your alley?
What's that?
A tiny little news desk in this little shack somewhere in the middle of the unknown. And we're going to your doppelganger right now with Stacey Edwards and Paranormal News.
All right, let's get to the news.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this first story.
You caught me in the middle of something.
Sorry about that. This first story is about the Conjuring House.
Okay.
Okay, so we've heard about it. I'm sure everybody else has heard about how the Conjuring House was supposedly going up for auction on Halloween, on October 31st. Now, there's a big, long drama with the Conjuring House. I'm not going to go into all of that. There's a lot of things that happened, and it's going to be auctioned off. It's gone into foreclosure. So that's where it stood. So a lot of people came forward and have asked Jason Hawes to get involved because, his daughter worked there and he had a lot to do with the house. And he didn't want to buy the house straight out. So he did step up, though, and start a GoFundMe page. Mm-hmm. So what this is he started a GoFundMe to raise the money to buy the house and put it into an LLC where all the people that donated, it would be run as a business collectively. Like, he doesn't want to buy the house for himself, but he stepped up and he did start a GoFundMe, and you can go and you just look it up on GoFundMe for the Conjuring House. And supposedly, he is matching all of the donations dollar for dollar up to $1 million.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very nice of him to step up and do that. The latest news about it is that the auction has been canceled because someone came forward and actually bought the note from the bank.
Yes.
Now, whoever did that, we don't know who did that. It was some business or some debt collector. They've just bought the note. They didn't buy the house. They just bought the debt. So there's no telling what's going to actually happen with it on October 31st, like if it's going to go into foreclosure or anything like that. But they did Jason did put a update up yesterday or 2 days ago that said that an anonymous person has come forward and said that if the GoFundMe raises around $600,000, that they would personally put in another $400,000 of their own money.
Okay.
So that the house could be bought and put into this LLC so that it could be used. If you donate and for some reason there isn't enough money and, they don't get to purchase the house or they lose it to somebody else, then you just get your money back. It's just a refunded donation. You don't have to commit to that and lose it. But it's a worthwhile cause. There's been a lot of people that have donated already. So if you're interested in helping out with that cause, definitely go over to GoFundMe and put in a donation. It's just GoFundMe / The Conjuring House.
Right.
So.
And, it's funny. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we talked about Corey and Jen earlier. Mm-hmm. And, they became friends of ours when we were up in Maine. Mm-hmm. And they ended up buying the damn thing to start with. Right.
The first time.
Yeah, the first time. Mm-hmm. And, so before they got the money for Zach to come and and investigate it. And, I think that was like the first big investigation in there. And then it just blew open. And honestly, I quit keeping up with it because everybody and their brother, was in there.
Well, after it wasn't Corey and Jen anymore, it kind of it shifted. It was different.
And
so
when we were in there, obviously the place just had energy. I'll never forget us driving up there and just walking on the grounds and just hanging out in the kitchen and being downstairs. Just the whole vibe, right? I mean,
right.
It was a vibe. And it's just strange. We had to keep it kind of quiet. I remember before being in there before the investigation,
Yeah. Well, hopefully they do raise the money and are able to, because I think it would be a great opportunity to preserve it and leave it open for tours and, ghost hunts and stuff like that. I would hate to see, a company buy it or someone buy it that just wants to exploit it.
I felt good when I saw Jason do it. I love Jason Hawes. Jason Hawes is one of the good guys and just a wonderful human being. At least I think so. And, so I was glad to see him get involved because he's been part of that whole drama. He didn't want to be drawn into that drama.
He really didn't.
He kept trying to not be drawn into it, but it kept finding him. So I think that it's almost, we talked earlier about haunted things.
Right.
And about sometimes they find you regardless, right? I have a feeling that house went out of its way to make sure Jason took care of it.
Make sure he was involved.
Yeah.
I thought it was when I was reading the GoFundMe page, and he had to very blatantly point out several times that he is not going to profit off of this. Like, he is not buying the house to profit off, because there are people that will just immediately jump to conclusions. It's going to cost him money because he's offered to match donations dollar for dollar. So it's going to cost him a lot of money. So he just wants to see it, be preserved, I guess.
What the best thing I seen was?
What's that?
Nick Groff putting up the picture in front of the house.
Oh, yeah. Saying that they were going to buy a house anyway. Yeah, that was funny. Oh,
it just the meltdown that happened was so glorious. People are so easy.
Well, hopefully that works out.
Yes.
We'll update. We'll update later and see what happens. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about some animal mutilations. We haven't had one of these in a while.
No.
All right, so
Been busy this week.
so these animals, it was a cow and a mare that were found, and they had surgical cuts and no signs of having been attacked by a predator. So it was in Villa della Quabrata.
Yes.
These farmers, they were missing a cow, and they were walking around and they were kind of looking for it. And one of their neighbors sort of flagged them down and was like, I think what you're looking for is over here if you want to come look. And if you looked, you could see there's pictures online, very graphic, that large piece of the mouth was cut away. The tongue was completely missing. And the neighbor said that when he looked, that there was a burning inside the mouth of the cow. I don't know. They were speculating maybe it was like some sort of laser cutter or something like that. But it was just very strange that there was like that burning in the mouth. And then, of course, the udders and the eyes were missing. So that was already very strange. But then they realized that one of their older mares was also missing. So when they found the mare, it was the same situation. Like the eye was missing. Around the mouth was cut very surgically, very clean. And I think that one, the genitals, anus kind of area was also gone. But then none of the rest of the animal was touched. Like no predators would touch it or eat it or chew on it or anything.
Can you imagine?
It was just very strange.
Can you imagine being on the UFO? Like just being on the UFO and you guys are, like,
we're about 3 months away from letting ourselves be known. We're just ready for it. And what happened, Frank? What happened? How many times have we told?
what did I do?
Oh, Frank. What's that around your neck?
A necklace.
A necklace of what?
Anuses.
A necklace of anuses, Frank. We're going to have to answer for quite a few things when we make ourselves known.
We're going to blow that big rock out of the sky, though.
That's not going to make up for all the anuses on your neck, Frank.
I mean, there's just a few things that when they do show up.
Do you think the alien that has to cut the anus out of the horse hates his job? Like, is that a bad job?
Oh, yeah.
Is it like we were watching that Ozzy Osbourne, Jack Osbourne show and they went to see the stud farm and how they got
in Lexington? Yes.
Yeah. And I saw Ozzy was just kind of like, I don't want to touch anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, those guys are clients of mine. Like, I have to be around those people.
Right.
I've lost managers. I'll never forget losing a manager that I was like, well, what are you going to go do? I always try to have like a humane conversation with people.
Right.
And because I've never been someone that begs you to stay.
Right.
Like, if you want to go, I'm just, okay. All right. I'll replace you in a couple of days. But because if you keep somebody, they're not going to be worth a shit, right?
Right.
So, anyway, I'll never forget talking to this chap, and he was like, "I'm going to work at the horse place. It's a big client of ours." And I'm like, "Well, what are you going to do there with the horses? You're going to raise some horses? You're going to?" No, not exactly. No, I'm part of the breeding program. You don't say. So I mean, you watch them like you
watch him like horse porn.
And he's like, I have to sit in a room. And do you really want to hear this, sir? Yeah. I'm incredibly interested.
Right.
Well, I have to sit in a room with someone from the horse that's being plowed. Yes, the other horse. And so you do it live. You guys aren't like freezing stuff and just artificial. No, it's. So what do you do? Well, I sit in a room with this person that owns the other horse, and we watch So you guys sit there.
Watch the horses mate.
You sit there and watch horse A get randy and do the religious do on the other horse. Yeah.
I mean, that's still a lot better than what the other people
we have to make sure that it's and you do this willingly. Like you do this all day. It's my job. And you're leaving me to go watch horses have sex.
What I'm curious about is if something goes wrong, what is this one guy going to do against like stallions? I mean,
Well, what goes wrong? You know,
I don't know.
Like, whoa,
It's still better.
Wrong horse. You know,
It's
like,
still a better job than what we saw on television.
Yeah.
The ones that have to extract and freeze.
I asked him. I was like, "Do you guys ever get like?" I was like, "Do you ever?" This is exactly how the conversation went. I was like, "Was there? Is there ever ladies that come in on horses?" He's like, "It's a lot of time. It's ladies that own the horses." So you're in that room. Is there anybody around? He's like, "No, it's just us. It has to be just us." And I was like, "With the horses?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "You guys ever get turned on?" I mean, you ever sit there with that rich horse owner and you guys ever watch the do and like get, you know, kind of, you know, little.
I hope even if that's true, he wouldn't admit it.
I won't say whether he admitted it or not.
Right.
It's just a question. It's a quality question.
I don't know about quality, but it's definitely a question.
I mean, if you're around that all day.
I'm not entirely sure how we got on this conversation. I think I brought it up. I'm sorry.
Oh, all right. Moving on.
Anyway, mutilation, weird, aliens. I don't know. It's very strange. Okay. So let's move on. So let's talk about the ancient Roman artifact that was found in the New Orleans backyard. Do you remember hearing about this a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I did the story on the last show.
Right. We talked about it.
Yeah.
So there's been more information that came out. So I'm just going to kind of recap.
Yeah, because the guy had that name like Hornius Maximus or something.
Wait, it was Sextus, I think?
Yeah, Sextus. It was...
I'm sorry. That's just Sextus Congenius Verus was his name.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so here's like the update, what they found out. So if you missed the story last week, a New Orleans family was cleaning up their overgrown backyard from a house that they had bought, and they found a stone, and it had Latin characters on it, and it included the phrase spirits of the dead. And they thought, well, this is really strange. I mean, it's in Latin. It's really odd. We don't really know what this is. And they found out that it was a 1900-year-old grave marker of a Roman sailor named Sextus Congenius Verus.
You don't remember the jokes or anything, do you?
No, I kind of remember the jokes.
Right,
I was just sort of glossing over. Okay, so a little information about Sextus. He had died at the age of 42 of unknown causes after serving for more than 2 decades in the Imperial Navy on a ship named for the Greco-Roman god of medicine, Asclepius, I think is how you say it.
Yes.
The gravestone calls the sailor...
That's something you get a shot for now.
well-deserving, and was commissioned by 2 people described as his heirs, who were likely shipmates since the Roman military, they actually couldn't be married at the time. So the update
I'm
to
sure
this
they didn't
story
get into anything.
is, as the story was circulating on the news, a woman named Erin Scott O'Brien said her ex-husband called her and told her to watch the news. And when she was watching it, she immediately recognized the hunk of marble, which she always just thought was like a cool piece of art. And she had used it as a garden decoration at that house, right? But then completely forgot about it. I'm going to say, quote, forgot about it when she sold the home in 2018. And she said none of them knew what it was, and they were just watching the video in shock. But she said, the original owner said that she received the tablet from her grandparents. So her grandmother was an Italian woman, and her grandfather was a New Orleans native who was stationed in Italy during World War II.
Oh.
So... And then the grandparents had the grave marker.
Yeah, so he stole the grave marker.
He acquired it in some way in Italy.
He
and
liberated it.
Yeah, and then ended up giving it to their granddaughter, who had it at her house as a cool piece of garden art.
Yeah.
And then mysteriously forgot that she owned it. Cursed piece of granite she left in her house.
It's freaking cursed now because they liberate too much stuff.
And then the new owners found it out in the yard. So kind of buried down in the dirt. I don't know if she, forgot. Did she forget it? Did she like, this is haunted and I'm going to leave it here?
I'm not accusing this young lady of anything.
But that's the update. So very interesting that they are going to send it back and put it back where it belongs. They actually even know the cemetery that it came from and everything.
Oh, that's cool. I'm sure Sextus will be happy.
I'm sure. You know what? I bet he actually is. I bet that girl's like, I was wondering why I was being haunted by that Roman sailor all those years.
I wonder if they could find like a ship that looks like the old Chlamydicus or whatever he used to ride on.
I don't know. Oh, okay. So yeah, they're gonna put it back.
Okay.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
We'll follow up when they put it back.
So speaking of things disappearing from where they go, let's talk about the 4,000-year-old pharaonic painting that disappeared from the tomb in Egypt. The cursed tomb in Egypt.
Are
people idiots? They're just idiots,
well,
aren't they?
You're an idiot to go in a tomb in Egypt.
It's a 4,000-year-old painting, and it vanished from Egypt's famed Saqqara necropolis.
Yes.
It's the latest artifact to disappear in mysterious circumstances. So it actually didn't just disappear. It is just being announced that it disappeared. I think it's been missing let me see here, since May.
Oh.
It's been missing since May, and they officially only publicized its disappearance just this past week. So it says
missing person, that works different and with mummies and stuff.
Right. Maybe they were just waiting to see if someone's going to send it back because they took. I mean, this is a tomb. The tomb they took it from actually has the curse etched above the door.
Yeah. So they were just waiting. It probably happens. They're like, well, let's just
find the locusts, follow them. It'll be fine.
Give it a few moments.
So the tomb, it says, is one of the few mastaba tombs of ancient Egypt to have a curse inscribed on its facade. The inscriptions warned intruders that they could face divine punishment, according to British Egyptologist Harry James, who co-authored a research paper on the tomb in the 50s. So the tomb was originally found in the 50s. It hadn't been opened since 2019, and it dates back to the 6th dynasty, which is around 2700 to 2200 BC. So they have no idea where it is. It says it only emerged after officials said that a 3,000-year-old golden bracelet was stolen from a museum by a restoration worker, and it was sold and melted down. So that is gone. So they're just missing things all over the place. And this thing, I mean, someone went in there and it was limestone relief. It was cut out of the wall and stolen. Cool. I mean, that's an effort. That's some effort you have to put in.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. That's incredible effort, actually.
Yes, it's a shame though that people feel like they have to steal things out of tombs.
It is.
Sorry. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about Skynet 1A.
Let's do it.
All right, so this is a military spacecraft that the UK launched back in, 56 years ago in 1969. The UK launched Skynet 1A. It was a military communications satellite placed in orbit above the east coast of Africa in order to relay information to the British Armed Forces. So it stopped working. After about 18 months of being in service, it stopped working, and it's sort of just been in its own little geostationary arc, sort of at the longitude of around 40 east. That's where it was stationed.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't in service anymore. It's the oldest satellite, that the UK has up there.
Right.
And so they check on it every so often.
Yeah.
But recently they decided to check on it and see if it was still in its spot or if it had moved. Now, they believe that if there was a problem and it, got out of its orbit, that it should end up around 75 east, but it's not there. Instead, it is at 105 west. Oscillating just right over in that area, and they have no idea how it got over there. According to everything they understand about orbits and things moving, if it had come out of its spot and moved naturally, there's no way it could be there. So they don't know how it got there. There was some spotty, who's checking on this satellite over the years. So It's possible that someone, turned on the little
navigational device.
Yeah, the things that shoot out to move the satellite and moved it somewhere else.
Thrusters?
Yes, thank you. Turn on the thrusters. But there's no record of it. Nobody knows who, where, when, why, how, what it's doing in this other spot. So it's just this huge mystery now.
No, that's weird. I mean, maybe something else moved it.
Possibly. They're a little concerned now because of where it's at. They're not sure if it's gonna be in a bad place and get hit by another, working
You know,
satellite.
there's some assistant named Johnson somewhere. Really worried right now for playing his own little Space Invaders game.
Probably.
It's just like he's seeing the blip on a screen. He's like, watch this. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the problem is
He probably moved it so he could get porn.
if it does, he's like, my phone don't work that right. Let me move this satellite over. The problem is if it does end up hitting something else or damaging something, who's liable for that? Who moved it?
Do you remember when everybody had satellite dishes? Like the big satellite dishes?
Mm-hmm. The big monstrosities.
I always wanted one of those because of all the things you could possibly get, Mm-hmm. But my uncle told me when I was very little that he could get the Playboy channel, but he had to turn the satellite straight up. So I used to believe that. And
uncles are so weird.
my uncle was just nasty. He always had a Speedo on and
right.
pot belly. He was the living embodiment of Randy Quaid. Like he was the shitter's fool to a T. You don't have any idea. Like if we were on vacation or anything, that son of a bitch with a beer in his hand. Like I remember sitting at his pool because he had the redneck house with the really nice pool,
right? Right.
And I remember being at his pool as a teenager with my cousins, and him just sitting there, telling us about how to get women, and boys, let me tell you, women like this, and all this stuff, and it was always I missed that. I mean, he was awesome, but I remember sitting in his room one night, in his living room. We were staying over there, and he was just like, John, I can get the Playboy channel. And I was really worried there for a moment because, you don't, at 13 years old, you don't want your uncle to turn on the Playboy channel.
Right. And be there in the room with you.
Yeah, no. It's just one of those things you don't want to have happen.
Right.
And he's like, but I have to turn the satellite straight up.
Did he laugh after that?
No, it would have maybe registered as a joke if he had laughed. It took me years. I looked for satellites being straight up for years.
That's funny.
After that.
You were so impressionable.
I was just a babe.
All right. I just have a couple more quick stories here that I think you'll like. So this one is about, and this pops up every so often, the Pfister Hotel.
The Pfister. Does it pop up? I barely know her.
Yeah, I knew that was coming up. All right, so
did she though?
The Los Angeles Dodgers had to go to Milwaukee, and I'm going to say this guy's name. I'm going to butcher it. Teoscar Hernandez.
Okay,
he's a player. Anyway, he doesn't believe in ghosts, but apparently he took his wife on the trip with him, and she said, No, absolutely not. We're staying in a different hotel. So it's just one of those things.
Can you blame her?
No.
Where are we staying? The Pfister. Okay, no.
Oh, well, we have to bring it up because, there's a lot of players that flat out refuse to stay there because of the stories, because of the lights and the noises and the supposed haunting things that happen. I think we talked about a player one time who said his clothes got moved from one side of the room to the other. And then there's other people that have seen things and heard things. And it's funny now because I'm wondering if a lot of those stories, people just won't stay there. Like they say, I don't sleep good there.
Yeah.
Like one guy was like, I don't believe in ghosts, but I don't sleep good there because every time there's a noise, I'm like, what was that?
Right.
What was that?
Oh, it's amazing that people keep going back to Pfister. I mean, back again and again.
Yeah. So the baseball league, Major League Baseball, a lot of those teams, they all use that hotel when they're there. And so a lot of the players are like, nope, they just Airbnb something else or go to a different hotel. So I thought that was pretty funny. His wife, he did what his wife said, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
All right, one more story.
When I went to Memphis for wrestling, I was so excited because Memphis wrestling is just, it was just amazing. It was amazing to be any kind of part of it at all. Mm-hmm. And it was the dying days of it. And, walking in a locker room and having Jerry Lawler and Superstar Bill Dundee and all these Terry Funk, all these just legends, But I stayed at the Hill Hotel. It was like a Hill Hotel and a Babyface Hotel. And it was this nasty little dive. And they had all stayed there for years. Mm-hmm. And I'd always heard stories about it. And oh my God, I was just thinking about that. Like you think about, you have to stay somewhere, right? And I've always heard these just terrible stories about this place.
Right.
And I go there and there's literally like the bullet holes, the tape, the caution tape, and just it was, you know, you could hear it through the walls, and what you heard was, you know, kind of like a horse.
Right.
You know, it was crazy. But you don't really have a choice, you know, and that's kind of probably what they've always stayed there. So that's one of those things you just get. I hate stuff like that when it feels like you're going to have to do it because it's
like
just the way it is. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the Halloween thing where you're going to have to go stay in that hotel in Vegas by yourself.
Well, they haven't called yet.
No, well, it's not over till the end of the month. So
okay.
You never know. All right, last story is from India. So this gentleman, during what's called Samadhan Diwas, I think is how you say it.
Well, it's just pissed off a bunch of Indians.
I know. A public grievance day is what it says here in parentheses. It's when residents typically bring issues related to like electricity, roads, and ration cards before the district magistrate. So a resident of Lodsa village, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the area that's in because it's a really long word and I don't think I could say it. This gentleman named Miraj said to them that his wife turns into a serpent at night and runs after him to bite him. And that was his complaint. His complaint was that his wife turns into a snake every night and tries to kill him. So he alleged that his wife tried to kill him several times, but each time he woke up just in time to prevent the attack. He says, my wife tortures me mentally and could kill me any night while I'm asleep. So, of course, the story quickly spread on social media. And there were lots of comments by users, and nobody really took him very seriously, but he did fill out a formal complaint, and they did order an investigation into his wife and whether or not she was mentally abusing her husband. But very interesting.
Everybody's going to feel really bad when this guy, like, if I was his wife.
Right.
It's India. It's not hard to find a cobra.
Right.
If I was his wife, I would get a cobra and I'd put a little pink dress on it. I would put it in the damn bed with him. You know, I would defang it first, like, or devenom it, you know.
Right.
And just put it in bed with him just to...
I don't think that she's come forward and said anything yet, but I think I would be really overly concerned that I actually had a snake living in my house.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would look and just check to make sure I didn't actually have a snake that came out at night that was trying to bite me.
Oh, God.
Oh, poor guy.
That stuff always freaks me out when people don't know it. When you live somewhere that can happen.
Oh, I know.
And you see the videos, like people's cameras, and the snakes are in the room. And
oh, yeah. And they're just like the baby's sitting there, and then the snake just slithers in.
Yeah.
Like it owns the place.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's been snakes in our neighborhood. Have you seen that?
No.
The posts on it?
No.
A couple people have found, I mean, not poisonous snakes, just like brown snakes, but...
Well, that's enough. That's enough to burn the entire house down.
Yeah. Someone in our neighborhood posted that they had their little Dachshund was outside, and the snake tried to bite their little Dachshund, and they killed it. And they just sent them, posted a picture like, "Be careful of your pets." You know,
they killed their Dachshund.
They killed the snake.
Oh, I thought that maybe the Dachshund had a nervous twitch now or something.
I mean, it might. I think the snake lunged at it, but they killed the snake.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so we have to be careful.
Yeah, no.
At night.
There was this one in one of my stores the other day.
Was there? I didn't realize they were so prevalent around here.
Yeah, no.
I don't like snakes.
Yeah, let's go back to Maine.
Yeah.
No snakes, no poisonous spiders.
Poisonous spiders is the best one.
Yeah, no crime.
Oh, shoo.
Yeah. Well, with that terrible disappointment, wraps up another edition of the wonders we have here at the Sideshow, where we try to educate you or tell you about horses. And,
horse breeding,
all that good stuff. And, guys, get on all our socials, say hi to us. We're back. It's official. And we got something fun. Jesus Christ. Do we have something fun coming for you very soon? Okay. We've already recorded some of it, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. It's an extra little thing.
It's fun for us anyway.
It's really fun. So I think you'll enjoy it, as long as you like mysteries and 1940s radio serials. You made it this far in the show, I could say that much at least. But I think you'll enjoy it, and it's coming up very, very, very soon with episode 1. So for my lovely wife Stacey, my name's John. So long from the Sideshow.
Good night.